Welcome to RPG Elite, where we put the RP back into RPG, giving you tools and tips on how to make your RPG experience more immersive and enjoyable. Servant of Shiloh, I have returned. If this is your first time coming to the channel, then I want to welcome you. For all you other fellow elites, what's going on? New video for the week. And this week, we're going to focus on a tool that we can use to make our RPG experience more immersive and enjoyable. And I've been wanting to do this video for a while now, and I've been doing the other things, a series on Numenera, Foundry, and all the rest of those things, so I wanted to get those out of the way. And if you don't know what I'm talking about right here, go ahead to that video or any of the other videos that we have here on the channel. I try to come out with a video once a week, and if this channel is adding any kind of value to you, helping you out in any way, why don't you go ahead, click the subscribe button, and also smash the like button as well. See, I can get through that, say that in my own little quirky way, and just move on along. Yeah, smash the like button if you like the video, and that just helps this channel and helps me to know, hey, this is content that you actually want to see. So today we're going to focus on a particular tool. It's coming out. It's not out yet. It is coming out at the end of this year, 2021. And we're going to put a spotlight on it today so you know what's up. And you guys are going to love this. You're going to love this. This is called Dungeon Alchemist. Let's go over to the computer and check it out. Let's go. Woo, 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 woo. Okay, so today I want to talk about the new map making software coming out at the end of December 2021. Actually, it is slated to come out on Christmas Eve. Hint, hint. All right. And I've already told you this is Dungeon Alchemist. Now, no, I'm not making any money off of this video. There are no affiliate links in the description. Not that there's anything wrong with having affiliate links. I know some people are like, oh, it's got affiliate links. It's like, what is, you have a problem with people making a living? What is your malfunction? I just don't understand this mindset. But anyway, there are no affiliate links in the description below. However, what you will find there is you're going to find a link to the website, so you can go there. And so I'm not getting anything out of this except the pleasure of making the video, because I just sincerely believe this is a piece of software that every serious GM, especially those who are RPG elite, will want to invest in to save time and just make the process of planning adventures for your players, and then the process of just planning in general for you, more immersive and enjoyable. Even if you're a player and you think your game master would benefit from this, go ahead, give them the link to this video so they can get the 411 and then be ready when this comes out. So what is Dungeon Alchemist? Well, Dungeon Alchemist is an AI, or artificially intelligent, powered piece of software that takes map making to a whole new level. I mean, it actually makes map making easier. It makes it faster, more intuitive, and therefore overall more fun. If you're like me and are artistically challenged when it comes to maps, I am not good at making maps whatsoever, whether it be worlds or whether it be interiors or things like that, then this is going to be right up your alley. This is also for you if you just don't have the time to invest, and that's me as well, because it is an arduous process to make a map. So this is going to be available for Windows, Macs, and Linux. It's also going to be available to download on Steam when it comes out. As a matter of fact, I think it already has its Steam page up and ready to go. So Dungeon Alchemist was on Kickstarter back in February of 2021, and that is where you can get all of the goodies and the stretch goals. That's when I got in on it. I've been waiting for this for a while, and I'm waiting patiently. I know the guys are working hard at this, so go ahead and do your thing. But let me show you a couple of the things that you got inside of the stretch goals. And here is a graphic right here of just a couple of them. I just want to go over them real quick. So there were tricks and traps. And of course, you know, the GMs who use this sparingly Understand that this is to increase the immersion and the challenge for your players, not to go and kill them. I was looking at a video where the GM was talking about things like this. So it's like he's still in this, you can tell he's just a GM just starting off, still in this sadistic phase of where he thinks that he's against the players. Tricks and traps are to be used to challenge players, and it's inside of Dungeon Alchemist, one of the stretch goals. Another one was fun with objects. Now, this is the one that I am personally excited about, because what it does, it allows you to take the objects and customize them to make them your own. And my assumption, and I don't know this for sure, but my assumption is that these will be something you can save and then use later. Not sure about that, but I'm just throwing it out there. Then there were villages and farms, and that of course is good, and you can use that for just about anything. And then the abandoned ruins, where you can use those tricks and traps that we were just talking about. There was much more. There were like 13 stretch goals, so there were a lot more than that. Now, the late pledge manager is closed, so you can't get these goodies anymore, and they had it open for a real long period of time. It was like when it ended in March until last month, which is September. It's October 1st today, so it was last month they closed it. They just closed it, so you can't get on it now. And they closed it because the beta for Dungeon Alchemist is coming out on October 16th of 2021. So that means that it's coming out in a little over 2 weeks here, and they're just getting ready for that. So if you didn't get in on it, well, it's a little bit too late for that. But those are the kind of things that you could have gotten. Now, as you can see in this video, the program allows you to make interior and exterior maps for all of your needs. So whether it be a tavern, or whether it be a castle, crypt, or some special room you want to put together, it gives you that capability literally to make a whole room in moments. So gone are the days where you have to agonize over walls and the different other assets and objects and doors and all the rest of that stuff. You don't have to do that anymore. Once you draw a square or squares, the software will auto-populate the area based on the settings you chose for its theme. And if you want to change the theme of the room, you decide that that's not what you want, you can do that just at the click of a mouse cursor in a drop-down menu. It's that easy peasy. So you can also add and remove objects in the room to your taste, so you can just make that room unique to what you want it to be. Now, don't let the video fool you. The 3D representation is only to make the map themselves. That is where the fun is for you as a GM. You don't have to go searching for a bunch of the right assets. Dungeon Alchemist already has the assets and will have other assets available for you to add to your software as they develop it. As a matter of fact, they've already announced they're working with Steam Forged Games to create an Animal Adventures add-on pack. So I think this is for like pets and things like that. You know, I just got an overview of it. It's not something I particularly use, but as you can see, they are looking forward and ahead. Now, the question is, do I think that this will take the place of Incarnate or Dungeon Draft? Or do you think it'll do that? And for me, the answer is going to be no. And the reason is that you can use those to make world maps, which you can't do with Dungeon Alchemist. However, what you can do with Dungeon Alchemist, those two are not good at, which is making interior things, right? Not as fast as Dungeon Alchemist. I mean, you could make them in Dungeon Draft, you could make them in Incarnate, but nowhere near as fast. Nowhere near. So what I am going to do personally is I'm going to use both. I have an Incarnate account and I use that. And what you could do is use Dungeon Alchemist to make like a base for the map, then export it and then import it into Incarnate, and then do any other like custom assets that you can't get in Dungeon Alchemist and then go from there. And then you can import that into whatever VTT that you're running. And you guys know I run Foundry. And then you can do a little bit more in there to really make those maps unique and your own. Now, at the time of making this video, they only have fantasy genre material. So you saw this coming, right? So if you play any kind of fantasy RPG, this is really going to be the bee's knees out the gate. Obviously, they got to make a little Skrilla too, and most people are going to be playing in some kind of fantasy setting in a fantasy RPG, right? So that doesn't mean you still can't use this if you're playing some other kind of RPG. You are a creative individual. That is why you're playing RPGs. You can still use these things in other genres like science fantasy or even straight science fiction or horror or low fantasy. All of these things, they are still usable. You can use Dungeon Draft for those genres. So, hey, this is just scratching the surface. They do plan on coming out with other themes for different genres and things like that. So this is just an exciting tool that is just going to get better over time if the devs keep it up as they should. Now, Dungeon Alchemist is not free. There's a little bit of an investment involved. However, it is well worth the money. You can, if you've got a group of players that you're normally playing with on a regular basis, then why don't everybody just pitch in, buy it for your GM? And why would you do that? Because you're listening to this channel and you're an RPG elite, right? An RPG elite support their GM. Now, check the vid up top to know what I'm talking about. Or you can ask for it as a Christmas or birthday present, since it's October now, Christmas is coming up, or if your birthday is in between now and then, you're a GM, what? There's another way that you can use it. But I would definitely get this. I really would. I think it's going to be great. I would get it, grab it, use it, and just enjoy the process. It's going to make your life easier, and it's going to make your RPG experience more immersive and enjoyable. And that, folks, is what we're about here at RPG Elite. So there you have it, folks. Dungeon Alchemist. I'm really excited about this tool. And are you excited about the tool? Hit me up in the comments below. Let me know if this is something that you can see yourself using, or if this is something that you want your game master to use for your campaigns. I think it's a fantastic tool. I think that it is something that you really need, and I'm going to be using it for my campaign. So without further ado, folks, that's about it. Short video for this week. Until next time, you know what I'm about to say, and I mean it from the bottom of my heart. Happy gaming.